Assalamualaikum. So our group will present about a topic, performance management. So this is our team. So total we have 4 people in our team, and my name is Hidayah, and my other 3 members, which is FARHANAH ADRINA, NURUL DAFINAH, and NURUL FARHANAH. Let's begin with the introduction. So managing performance is not just a one-time task, it's an ongoing practice that help organization ensure their employees are working effectively and contributing to the company goals. These involve organizing, overseeing, reviewing, and enhancing performance regularly, not just once a year like the old performance model. So today performance management emphasizes continuous goal setting, feedback, coaching, and recognition. This modern approach helps companies stay more agile and keep employees aligned with the organization mission all year long.
Okay, so this slide is explain why performance management is important for a success of an organization. First is it will help align employees' action with the company strategy, which means making sure that everyone in the company towards the same goals. For example, imagine a company like Shopee wants to improve their customer satisfaction. Through performance management, they can make sure that their customer service staff focus on fast response times and polite communication, so everyone support the company's goals together. Second is performance management can improve motivation and job satisfaction. When employees receive regular feedback and recognitions, like an employee of the month reward, they feel appreciated. This encourages them to stay engaged and also motivated to do better. Next is it support development and career growth. Let's say an employee at Starbucks is good at customer service, but they struggle with managing inventory. Through performance review, the manager can identify this and offer training, helping the employees to improve and possible to get promoted in the future. Performance data also can help the company to make administrative decisions. For example, in a hotel, management can use staff performance report to decide who deserves a raise and who deserves for a leadership roles. Lastly, it can boost productivity and also accountability. When employees know their work is being monitored fairly, like in Grab, where driver rating are tracked, they will be more responsible and try to maintain high standard.
Okay, next I will explain about the best practice appraisal method. So, as we can see, the first point is traffic rating scale. So, this method often used by development team, and people in the employment are scored for traits such as punctuality, how well they communicate, how much initiative they show, or their team spirit. Usually, rating will ranging from 1 to 5. Even though it is easy to carry out, it may have inconsistent results if the raters have not been properly taught. Okay, so the second one is BARS, which means behaviorally anchored rating scales. So this method uses both a scale for rating and clear example of people's action. So if customer service get a 5, an employee might greet each customer warmly, sorts of completely fast, and tackles them in 5 minutes. And also, this method helps ensure similar results are produced by making things less confusing. So next method is management by objective, which is MBO. So in this method, managers and team members come up with goals for the current period at the start. The success of the project is determined by meeting the established objective in the end. It also helps employees get involved and keep responsible for their work. Next method is 360-degree feedback, which is under this method, managers collect advice from their boss, fellow employees, their team members, and sometimes their customers. It will give a better and fuller view of how employee is performing, mainly in areas such as leadership, team building, and also attitude. Okay, so this is some example of companies that we take from best practices. So the first one is Nestle Malaysia. So this Nestle selects people not only based on their achievement, but also by how they behave and lead others. They also measurements used in their system are tied to company values and not only to the final outcomes. So the second one is Deloitte. So Deloitte does away with annual reviews and use charts, weekly meetings, and instant feedback. So they make use of data to observe evolving appraisal methods and spot any bias in assessing paperwork. So the last one is Telecom Malaysia, TM. So this TM integrate its appraisal with leadership competency framework. So the employees are assessed not only on result but also on traits like innovation, problem solving, and also collaboration. So this help them in identify potential leaders and ensure fair promotions.
Okay, so now I will explain about this slide, which is how to improve appraisal system. First is we can train manager to give effective feedback. Sometimes manager feel awkward, unsure about how to give feedback. Training also can help them to focus on specific action, not personal traits. For example, instead of saying you are lazy, a train manager also can say, I noticed you have missed 2 deadlines for this month. Let's talk about how to fix that. So, imagine you work as a part-time in a cafe. Your manager tell you you are bad at customer service. That's not helpful. But if they say, I noticed you didn't greet the last 3 customers, try to say hello with a smile. So that will be a clear and easier to improve. Okay, so second is use multiple data sources, which is company shouldn't just rely on what one manager thinks. They can also look at customer feedback, co-workers' opinion, and also self-evaluation, which is this can give a fuller pictures. For example, in a group project at university, if only one friend give you a score, it might be biased. But if everyone give feedback such as you, your teammates, and also your lecturer, it will be more fair. Okay, so third is set SMART goal. SMART refer to specific, measurement, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This helps employees know exactly what to aim for and how their success will be judged. For example, instead of saying do better in class, a SMART goal would be improve your presentation skills by practicing weekly and scoring at least 80% on the final assignment. Okay, so the last one is link appraisals to reward and career growth, which is after the review, company can reward good performance with bonus or promotion, or can offer them to training for improvement. This will make employees feel more motivated, such as if your part-time job give 100 bonus when you get positive customer reviews, you will likely to be motivated to do well.
Okay, so for the next slide, I will present about real-world application in Malaysia. Common issues in Malaysia companies. So for the first one is lack of structure in SME. A good number of the small and medium enterprise SME lack from an appraisal system. The reviews can be conducted orally without any records or regular parameters. It results into employee dissatisfaction and turnover. For the second one is bias and favoritism in GLC. Office politics or seniority influence performance appraisals in some companies that are affiliated to the government. Employees can believe that appraisals are not fair, which causes disengagement and mistrust.
predicted one is vague KPI and inconsistent feedback. There are those companies that utilize vague or unrealistic KPI. Okay, for next is real-world application in Malaysia. Companies doing it right. For the first one is Telkom Malaysia TM. TM has a leadership competency model in their appraisal system, not just result-oriented, but also behaviors like innovation and teamwork are evaluated. They also provide leadership development programs which are connected to appraisal results. For the second one is Petronas. Integrates the culture of a performance based on the continuous feedback and leadership requirements. Their performance plus system links the accomplishments of goals to business results and talent growth. And next is Nestle Malaysia. Utilize a combination of yearly appraisals and mid-year reviews. The feedback is tied to performance and corporate values, for example, like respect, collaboration, and also integrity.
To conclude, let's look at the importance of the performance appraisal. It helps align individual goals with the company vision, it identifies strengths and guides improvement. A fair and structured appraisal system ensures employees are recognized for their effort and receive the support that they need to grow. When done effectively, it builds trust, boosts motivation, and contributes to the success of the company. We can see this through companies like Nestle and Telekom Malaysia, which have shown that a strong appraisal system leads to a more committed and productive workforce.